Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sean here, and welcome back to another rebuild. Today, we're going to be doing the Carolina Panthers. And looking at this team, no wonder they are picking number 8 in the draft this year. That's about all I have to say about it. Um, their O line is garbage. What the hell happened to Trey Turner, man? He had like, oh man, he was so good like at the beginning of the season. Andrew Norwell is the only person on this O line. I'll keep Turner, but he'll probably be a backup. Um, but he's the only starter on this O line. I'm gonna keep. Sorry, Panthers fans with Ryan Khalil. The Panthers are like my B team because you guys probably know I'm a Jets fan, but I was born in New York and I moved to North Carolina in 2008. Um, so I've been here about half my life almost. So I think I've kind of earned the right to be a Panthers fan and not be called a bandwagon after that Super Bowl run. So um, aside from that, Calvin Benjamin's staying. Ted Ginn's going to be gone. Jonathan Stewart's going to be gone. I'll keep Cam. Um, Obviously, Kuechly and Thompson are staying. Thomas Davis, sad to say, but he's going to be gone. And then Kawan Short, we will keep. And Vernon Butler for now, we're going to keep. Rest of the defense is probably going to get traded, with the exception of James Bradbury. So I'm going to start looking for some trades. I've already got a couple in mind that could work out, so I'll get back with you guys when I've got some stuff in the making. So with the first trade of season number 1, we're going to be sending Michael Orr and Mike Remmers to the Broncos for Matt Paradis, who's going to be our new center after we trade away Ryan Khalil. With our next trade, we're going to be getting the Browns' first-round picks for this year and next year for Mario Addison, Charles Johnson, and Kurt Coleman. With our next trade, we're going to be sending Paul Soliai, Ryan Khalil, and Kevin Love to the 49ers for their first-round pick this year. With this trade, we're going to be sending Thomas Davis, Gino Gradkowski, and a third-round pick this year to the Rams for Aaron Donald. With this trade, we're going to be sending Starlo Tulule, some faceless left tackle, and A.J. Klein to the Seahawks for their first-round picks for this year and next year. With this next trade, I feel like I gave up a bit too much for it. I didn't really want to trade Trey Boston, but unfortunately, I've already accepted it. So I'm going to be sending Boston, Ted Ginn, and Jonathan Stewart to the Colts for their first-round picks for this year and next year, and that's going to be the final major trade. All I'm going to do now is just kind of do what I always do, just trade away the guys I'm going to cut anyway for like, 5th, 6th, 7th round picks if I can get them. So I'll see you guys at the midseason. So here at the midseason, surprisingly enough, we're actually 5-2. Oh, jeez, I just forgot to do something. Yep, I meant to change one of these guys' positions, but I guess I'll just leave it how it is. And I meant to change one of these guys' positions, but oh well. It doesn't really matter that much. So, anyway, like I said, midseason we're 5-2. We're actually first in the division at the moment, and we have 6 players to re-sign, including Kawan Short, and he's gonna want a big contract. Okay. But he does resign, so Andrew Norwell is going to be coming back, and he's the only guy I'm actually worried about. $13.5 million is a bit too much for me to want to keep Philly Brown, I think. But I'll revisit that in the off season. So after I do this, I'll submit to the playoffs. So I'll see you guys there. So here at the playoffs, the last time, I had to assume a week after the midseason to try to re-sign Andrew Norwell, who declined. So I'm gonna have to franchise tag him. But we were 6-2. And we end up finishing 9-7, which is crazy. But the Falcons win the division at 12-4. But we are in the playoffs as a wild card team. So taking a look at stats, Cam Newton, 3,500 yards, 18 touchdowns, 13 picks. That's garbage. Arian Foster actually had 1,000 yards. That's surprising. 6 touchdowns. Cam Newton had 9 rushing touchdowns though. Receiving was led by Philly Brown. What the hell? 7 touchdowns for him. Kelvin Benjamin is just trash. He had 1 touchdown. That's awful. But then again, Eugene Monroe with 20 sacks. Bryce Harris with 15. Defense though, obviously going to be led by Luke Kuechly with 149 tackles. Tackles for loss led by Aaron Donald with 22. He also had 9.5 sacks, which led the team. Interceptions was led by James Bradbury, the rookie. Kuechly had 4, and a few other guys had 2. And did we have any defensive touchdowns? We did not. So, gonna take a look at awards now. God, my headset's dying. That's annoying. Le'Veon Bell won MVP as the Steelers went 11-5. Are there any Panthers players up here? Cam Newton comes in 9th. Coach of the Year goes to the Patriots, fake coach. I'm not up here. NFC, though, Cam comes in 5th for Offensive Player of the Year somehow. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Deion Jones. He's going to have a lot of XP. Luke Kuechly comes in 5th. Anybody else? I don't think we really had any rookies, though James Bradbury comes in 5th for Defensive Rookie of the Year. So, heading in to this wild card game, we do have a bit of XP to spend, so I'm going to spend that first, and then we'll get into it. So here in the wild card round, we're taking on the 11-5 Detroit Lions. We're in 82 overall, and they're in 84. I think we're going to lose. In all honesty, I think we're going to lose this game. So coming up on halftime here, we're losing pretty badly. And it doesn't appear that we're going to be... Oh, yeah. This game's over. I want to see the box score because I think we turned the ball over in the red zone a couple times. Cam threw a pick. Stafford threw 4 touchdowns. Theo Riddick ran for 150 yards. That's crazy. Any sacks? Quentin Coples and Kawan Short with half a sack each. Well, that was a disappointing game and capped off a disappointing season. So, going to go ahead and move on to the offseason. So here at the draft, we do have the number 1 overall pick that I guess is probably from the Browns. We're going to take Lincoln Jeffcoat because we do need an outside linebacker, and hopefully he's good. I think he'll fit our scheme better than Shedrick Smart, and I think he's going to be better than Smart anyway. So here goes nothing, and he's number 1 in true talent. So he did turn out to be better than Smart, although he only has normal development, which is kind of disappointing. But I do kind of want to trade up because... does it not give me the option to trade up? It's annoying. Okay, let's not. And please, Jets, don't take him. Oh, thank God. Okay. So, for one thing, we're going to have Myles Garrett on the team in that outside linebacker. For 2, we're going to get Leonard Fournette, and it's perfect because this guy is from LSU. Yeah, it's perfect. So, number 4 in true talent, 79 overall, quick development. I'm happy with that. Now, the thing here is I would like this corner, but I'm not too worried about it. But I really want this receiver. So I need to trade up somehow at some point. And then I think that's it. So I'm going to work on a trade. And I'll get back with you guys when I have another pick. Well, son of a bitch, they took the receiver that I really wanted, so that's unfortunate. And they also took the corner I wanted too. Damn it. The number 1 overall player is still up. I mean, I could just take this guy and put him at the end, I guess. Oh, ew, he's number 24 in true. Jeez, okay, at least he's got quick development to make up for it. God, what a reach. Well, this is a nice little surprise. I traded away my next pick, but this is the Seahawks pick. So I picked this free safety, Gordon Davis. He's got superstar development, which is nice. But he's kind of a low overall. But he will be the starting free safety. Hopefully he can turn into something nice. That would be good. But I think the rest of these picks I'm just going to trade down. Unless this one running back. No, he's gone. Okay. Yeah, the rest of the picks I'm going to trade away. So I'll see you guys at the beginning of season number 2. Alright, guys, so after editing some players' names, I've come to the conclusion that the first guy that we picked is going to be Reuben Foster since they both went to Alabama. So I was like, well, that kind of works. I figured I would make the other guy Shedrick Smart, Miles Garrett, because his body type kind of fit Garrett more, and his position he would play fit him more than this guy's did. So went with that, and then Fournette, obviously the running back from LSU, and then I made Butta Baker. I think it's Butta. I don't know how else you would pronounce it, but I made him the free safety that we took because he's kind of a projected like early second round pick. So um, those are going to be our rookies for this year. Pretty good draft class in my opinion, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see how they all pan out. So with the first trade of season number 2, I'm going to go ahead and grab Zach Martin for a third round pick this year. And with this trade, another third round pick for a 90 plus overall offensive lineman. We're gonna get Lane Johnson with this. And honestly, this is too easy, Madden. Seriously, just this is ridiculous, man. I swear to God. All right, but look, another thing to everybody that for some reason thinks that I have forced trades on. Here, let me find another good O lineman real quick. Preferably a guard. Let me think. Okay. Gonna be 90 plus just to prove the point to you. Okay. Alright, let's just go back to the Cowboys. It might be a little bit different for a center. Okay, I can't even afford that. Never mind. Let me clear some cap first, and I'll come back and do it. Alright, so I'm not sure if this is going to work because he's a center and I traded for a guard and a right tackle. And I would say center is more important than both of those positions, but let's give it a try. Travis Frederick for a third round pick. And it's accepted. Look at that. A 93 overall center. I'm pretty sure he's the best one in the game for a third round pick. So yeah, just to prove to you guys that for one, I don't have forced trades on, and for two, this game is ridiculous with trades. So with our next trade, I know that I'm going to be taking on a bit of a penalty with trading Matt Paradis after just signing him to that extension, but I did trade for Travis Frederick, and he is a better center, so I was like, I'll just keep him, I guess. So we're going to be getting Keanu Neal from the Falcons, so he's going to be our new starting strong safety, and he's actually really good, so we're going to be set there for the duration of the rebuild. Hopefully the secondary will get a bit better. Really, we need corners, and I need a defensive end, although actually, now that I remember, let me move Aaron Donald to D-end. And then I need to change somebody's position on the O-line. But the O-line's going to be set. We need receivers, and we need secondary. Well, corner specifically. And then this team will be really good. Oh, crap. Well, I accidentally skipped over a trade I just made, but it was just for some rookie corner from the Redskins. I'll show you the transaction. Yeah, so we get this Navari Bullock corner. He's got quick development, but he's already 24, which kind of sucks. So I traded him Rontez Miles and a fourth-round pick. But, yeah, so I thought I turned off Phil Roster, but apparently not, because the CPU decided to use, like, all of my cap space. And just go on a spending spree, which really pissed me off when I saw that. But whatever. So, oh god, look at this guy, this rookie. Okay, I'll sign you. I think I need a left guard, backup left guard. Yeah. So the cap space this year is a little bit low. I'm hoping that it'll be higher next year because it should be. I should have like 20 mil freed up just by all the 1 year contracts that I have. So that should be good. But I think, yeah, we're gonna be done with trades here. So I'm gonna move on to, oh fuck. Actually, I need to make one more trade, but it doesn't actually matter. So I'll see you guys at the mid-season of season number 2. So here at the midseason mark, I haven't seen a record yet because we do have a bye week, but it is going to be 7-1, and we just lost to the Saints. That's disappointing, but hey, we do have 7 wins already at the midseason, so we're looking pretty good. We do have 7 players to re-sign, including the big one, Aaron Donald, and that's a big ass contract. Oh my God. Okay, how much money do I have? Oh, I got plenty of money. Although I'm going to try to cheat the system and see if I can move him to D tackle if it's going to be any cheaper. Um, but I will sign Kelvin Benjamin. So Andrew Norwell, again, I need to sign him. Although that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Honestly, I might. Yeah, I'm just going to get a replacement for him because that is a ton of money that I don't want to put into a guard at the moment. So instead, I will re-sign Trey Turner. The rest of these guys don't matter all that much. So, yeah, I'll see you guys at the playoffs, though. So here at the playoffs, we have a disappointing second half of the season as we finish 11-5, and a player has regressed. And Leonard Fournette. All right, that's disappointing. But let's take a look. Oh my God, he's got so much XP though. Um, let's take a look. We actually won a division, but we just didn't get a first round bye. So taking a look at stats though, Cam Newton, 3,800 yards, 25 touchdowns and 14 picks, and he actually had 70% completion percentage for the first time in his career. That's nice to see though. Leonard Fournette, 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, but damn, he had 7 fumbles with 6 touchdowns. That's crazy. Only had 3.2 yards per carry. Um, Receiving, Greg Olsen led the team in catches with 76, almost 900 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ted Ginn had 7 touchdowns. Kelvin Benjamin, 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns. As for blocking, Lane Johnson led up a ton of sacks. Defense was led by Luke Kuechly, 119 tackles. Reuben Foster came in second with 102. Tackles for loss led by Aaron Donald with 17. Kawan Short had 16, and Myles Garrett had 10. And sacks led by Myles Garrett with 13 and Aaron Donald with 12. As for picks, Keanu Neal had 4, Kuechly, Daryl Worley, and Budda Baker all had 3. And then defensive touchdowns, at least 1 from Keanu Neal. Now taking a look at awards, hopefully we want some. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to go to. I guess Fournette must have won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Russell Wilson wins MVP. And Cam comes in 9th. Coach of the Year doesn't really matter, but the Dab Curse comes in 7th. Russell Wilson, Offensive Player of the Year. Any Panthers. Cam comes in 7th. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Jalen Smith. Luke Kuechly comes in 8th. Myles Garrett comes in 9th. Offensive Rookie goes to Leonard Fournette. And Defensive Rookie goes to Myles Garrett. Reuben Foster came in 5th. Budda Baker came in 7th. And Navari Bullock came in 10th. So that's going to do it for awards. Now we have a ton of XP to spend, so I'm going to do that before we get into the wild card game against the Falcons. So in the wild card matchup here, we're taking on the 10-6, 87 overall Atlanta Falcons. We're an 86 overall, and after upgrading the team, I'm feeling a bit better about this matchup, so hopefully we'll win it. So after halftime, we're currently up 21-14, and we score again to make it 28-14. So we're gonna win this game and move on to the divisional round in year number 1. I'm pretty sure I just said year number 1. Am I stupid? We were garbage last year. But anyway, moving on to the divisional round, we're taking on the 11-5 Detroit Lions. We'll see what their overall is. And it's an 86, and we're up to a 91 after. Oh my God. Alright. I'm feeling very confident that we're going to move on to the conference championship. So coming up on halftime here, the Lions, are currently up by 10, but we take a lead in the fourth quarter, and they take it right back, and they end up winning. So that's unfortunate. But this team is still not all that great. So There's a lot of things that I still want to do to it, and I think that we can win a Super Bowl next year. So with this trade, I'm getting a replacement for Andrew Norwell, who I let walk in free agency. I'm sending David Mayo, a fourth round pick this year and a third round pick next year, to the Ravens for Marshall Yanda. Uh, I kind of want to upgrade another guard spot, being the right guard spot, obviously, because Trey Turner's just not getting it done, and it's kind of crunch time now. So I need to find something like Brendan Scherf. But I don't know. I'll figure something out and I'll come back with you guys when I've got a trade. So with this trade, I'm sending the Patriots a second round pick for Shaq Mason. With this trade, I'm going to be getting my favorite corner in the game, Jalen Ramsey, for Trey Turner, a first round pick, and Daryl Worley. With this trade, I'm sending a first and second round pick, as well as Vernon Butler, to the Falcons for Julio Jones. We desperately needed an upgrade at receiver, and now we have it. So I may even look to get another receiver, whether it's in the draft or at the start of next season. But Devin Funchess is not really working out. So the offense is looking much, much better now, though. The O-line is all A's. Greg Olsen, of course. Yeah, I think one more receiver would do the offense good. And then defense, I still want another corner. I want to put Bradbury in the slot. And then get another D tackle, obviously, because I just traded away Vernon Butler. So I'm going to work on that, and I'll come back with you guys. Wow, okay. Wasn't really expecting this to go through that easily, but we're going to be sending Navari Bullock back to the Redskins, as well as a first-round pick, and we're going to be getting Josh Norman back on the Panthers. So it's an odd trade, but I think it'll help us out this year. So, I mean, our corners are pretty nice. Ramsey, Norman, and Bradbury. I would like a little bit better of a fourth corner, but it's not the biggest worry of mine. The biggest worry right now is another D tackle, and I actually need to check and see if there's a good one in the draft. Because if there is, I could just draft one, obviously. Wow. Huh. I'll take that. I didn't think that would work, but apparently the number one overall pick, just like in real life, is that valuable to move up one spot. But I traded down. I decided to send to the draft, first of all. I traded down with the Bears. I actually want to try to trade down again. See if I can cheese the Niners out of their pick next year. Because there were not any good D tackles that I saw in the draft. And there weren't any good corners either, which is unfortunate because those are the two positions I need. I wonder if I can get a second round pick next year too. Wow, look at that. This is amazing. I'm going to start doing this. Like, it's too easy. All right, do I do it with the Bucks? I think I do it with the Bucks because I need to have as much ammunition as I can going into the start of next season to get the players that I need. So hopefully they don't take. I mean, what are the receivers? Oh, they got that guy from last year. How, like, he only has normal development. I don't think they're going to take my receiver. I'm going to be very pissed if they do. So let me try to get this. Oh, wait, I have to give them something in return. Let me try to get this. Ooh, okay, can't quite do that then. I'll take their third. But, so yeah, so the two receivers that I want to get, one of them's a big dude. Okay, never mind, fuck it. I'll just take are you kidding me? Okay. But yeah, one of them's like 6'6", the other's like 6'1". But it's going to be, it's definitely going to be enough for Cam to succeed. And if he doesn't, like, I don't know what to do with him at that point. But if Cam doesn't succeed this year, he's just not a franchise quarterback. And he's number 15. Jeez, really? At least he's got quick development, though. So yeah, so with my next pick, though, Where is he? Receivers. This guy. Javaris White. Which? I don't know. Taking him. Number 40. Oh, geez, I reached. Okay. Well, that's all right. He's actually got really good stats. Like, if I was playing this, I would love this pick. But yeah, so that's going to do it for the draft. I'll see you guys at the beginning of season number 3. So apparently I have no cap room, which is unfortunate, but I just want to show you guys how many picks I got just from trading down. Look at all of this. It's ridiculous. That's like I was still getting 4th round offers from 7th round picks. Like Madden, change how you do things. It's not accurate. But anyway, I need to do a lot with 2 million in cap room, so I'm gonna have to make some magic happen. I'll come back to you guys when I've hopefully got some stuff happening. For this trade, I'm sending the Browns a 1st and 2nd round pick for Danny Shelton, who's going to be our 2nd starting defensive tackle. Okay, speaking of Madden's unrealistic trade tendencies, look at this trade, right? 3 first round picks for 1 corner, and the Chiefs won't accept it. I don't know what it is about Marcus Peters, but I cannot trade for him ever, I swear. It's like the one player in the game that I can't get. Watch this work with another corner, though. That'd be kind of funny. I doubt it's going to work with Desmond Trufant. It does not. I don't know what it is. It's like specifically corners that you just have such a hard time getting. At least I do. Darius Slay, I know they're not going to want to give up. I tried to get him last year. All right, let me find a trade for a corner, and I'll come back to you. So what's funny is, as I was trying to get a trade for a corner, I was realizing that I don't even need like a starting quality corner, considering that I have Ramsey, Norman, and Bradbury. I just need like a 4th kind of guy. But all I need at this point is backups and potentially a 3rd receiver. So I'm going to try to find some backups in free agency, and then after that, I'll try to get a 3rd receiver, a 3rd star type receiver. If that doesn't work out, then I'm just going to have to go ahead and sim to the midseason because there's nothing else I'd be able to do. See, the Browns are smart. The Browns are used to this. Well, with this trade, I'm going to send all my remaining 1st round picks to the Browns for Corey Coleman because he's still on his rookie deal and very cheap. So that's the last trade I'm going to make, and I'm just going to go ahead and sign some other free agent backups because we don't really have anything on defense. So I'll see you guys at the midseason. So here at the midseason mark, I have not seen our record yet, but we're 5-3. What the hell? Oh my God! All right, I bet you it's Cam just being awful. Well, I mean, there's nothing I can really do, so I'm just going to go ahead and go to the playoffs. So here at the playoffs, we go 10-5-1. I don't know how. XP's kind of down, which is unfortunate. I was expecting a lot more out of Leonard Fournette, to be honest, but let's take a look at stats. Cam Newton, 4,200 yards passing, 33 touchdowns, 12 picks. Finally a good year out of him. Rushing, Fournette, 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. How does he not have more XP? Giovanni Bernard had 7 touchdowns. Cam even had 8 touchdowns. Receiving, Greg Olsen led the team with 88 catches, 950 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Julio Jones, 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. Kelvin Benjamin, 685 yards and 5 touchdowns. Blocking, Zach Martin letting up 16 sacks. As for defense, though, Luke Kuechly led the team in tackles with 128. Tackles for loss was led by Danny Shelton with 17. And sacks was led by Aaron Donald with 19. Myles Garrett had 9. Kawan Short had 6.5. Picks was led by Josh Norman with 7. Jalen Ramsey had 5. Kuechly, Shaq Thompson, and Budda Baker all had 2. We had at least 2 defensive touchdowns, one from Jalen Ramsey, one from Luke Kuechly. So now let's take a look at awards. MVP goes to Aaron Rodgers. Cam Newton actually comes in second for MVP. That's surprising. Coach of the Year goes to Pete Carroll. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Cam comes in third. And that's it for Panthers. Aaron Donald wins Defensive Player of the Year. Nobody else on there, though. No offensive rookies for us. No defensive rookies for us. Okay. So I'll go ahead and use all of the XP that we got right now and get into the game. So here in the wild card round, we're going to be taking on the 10-6 Los Angeles Rams. I don't foresee them being a problem for us. We're 96 overall, and we only won 10 games. They're in 82. I don't know how they won 10 games. That's crazy. So coming up on halftime here, we're down by 7. Make that 14. And if we actually lose to the Rams, I'm going to be very displeased. Oh my God, we're going to lose to the freaking Rams. Well, Cam Newton is officially not a franchise quarterback. Take a look at these stats. 2 picks. Jared Goff had a better game than Cam Newton did. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. But I'm going to have to chalk this rebuild up to Cam Newton and his impossible contract that I could not get rid of because it would have just destroyed us cap-wise forever. Look at this team, though. Like, 99 offense, 99 defense. Cam has all the weapons in the world and can't put up more than 4,000 yards, barely. Yeah, it's just, in my opinion, Cam has officially put himself in the... Actually, is Andy Dalton even still considered the mid-tier type, never going to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback guy anymore? Because I actually don't know. But either way, Cam Newton's that guy. He'll get you to the playoffs, but he's not going to win a Super Bowl for you. So, this is the final team. This is the defense. You can pause it and look at it. It's not quite as good as our last rebuild with the Bears, I think. But, like, look at this offense. Look at this. Look at the O-line. We got Greg Olsen, Julio Jones, Kelvin Benjamin, Corey Coleman, Leonard Fournette. Like, this team is extremely good, and Cam Newton just failed. So, hope you guys did enjoy. I don't have the time or the cap space, I think, to go into a season 4 if I wanted to, which is unfortunate. But like I said, hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to leave a like down below, and if we could get like 75 likes on the video at some point, that would make me ecstatic. And I hope you guys do have a great day.